My Conservative colleagues and I have stood up to protect your freedom of speech by fighting back against the Liberal Bill C-10 and Justin Trudeau's attempts to regulate what you can post online.
I was very proud to fight for $2.2 million towards enhancing the beautiful Meewasin Trail in our community. This took many discussions with Canada's Environment Minister, but I was happy to get it done.
Many small and medium businesses and family farms in Western Canada depend on credit unions for their financial services. And that's why my Conservative colleagues and I pushed the Liberals so hard to get them to recognize credit unions as providers of the Canada Emergency Business Account.
I've been proud to stand up for the innovative carbon capture and storage technology utilized in my riding, and how extremely effective this technology can be at reducing CO2 emissions from so many industries that produce flue gases.
I'm proud to have successfully fought for a study on the impact of COVID-19 on seniors, and I will continue to fight for better support for our seniors.
I'm so proud of how the community of Moose Jaw has rallied behind the Conservative-led 988 Hotline Initiative, introduced in the House of Commons by my colleague, MP Todd Doherty. This critical initiative can and will save lives.
I've introduced a private member's bill that will protect the water quality of our rivers, lakes, and oceans by banning municipalities from dumping their raw sewage into our waterways.
Saskatchewan has the highest rates of domestic violence in Canada. The provincial government recently implemented Clare's Law, but the RCMP were unable to use this very important tool. With the help of my constituents, we were able to use petitions, letter-writing campaigns to lobby the government and to enable me to speak at length about it in the House of Commons. The RCMP have now made the necessary changes to participate in Clare's Law to help protect women against domestic violence.
This spring, I introduced the Protection of Freedom of Conscience Act to protect the rights of medical professionals to not participate in medical assistance in dying.
This past session, I've been highlighting the unfortunate increases to the cost of living. I hear too often every day that cost of living is through the roof, and I'm fighting every day to highlight the importance of getting things turned around in our country.
The Regina area has seen over $1 billion of investment. Cargill and Viterra announced large canola crush plants, and Federated Co-op is building a renewable diesel refinery, and Red Leaf just announced a new pulp mill.
I fought for assistance for the Regina Airport and helped rally support to save the Regina Air Traffic Control Tower.
Not securing a softwood lumber deal with the United States has left mills in my riding paying millions in tariffs. My very first question in the House of Commons as an MP was to highlight this important issue for my riding. The loss of revenue is devastating to northern Saskatchewan, especially to Indigenous communities that rely on that sector for employment and profits that are reinvested into social programs and infrastructure.
Canada's Conservatives have been busy standing up for Saskatchewanians, but there's so much more to do. Canadians can't afford more of the same from the Liberals and the other parties on the left. It's time to get Saskatchewan's economy back on track and secure the future. Let's get to work.